had a lot of failures in my life, but these are the 5 biggest ones that led me to my breakthrough. Failure no. 1. I wanted to be a YouTuber when I was 15 years old. I started making videos, but I was terrible at it. I didn't know what I was doing. I didn't have any skills, and so I failed. I didn't give up. I kept trying, and by the time I was 18, I had over 1 million subscribers. This taught me that if you want something bad enough, you'll find a way to make it happen. Failure no. 2. I wanted to start a business, but I didn't have any money. So I borrowed money from my grandmother. I started the business and I failed. I lost all of her money and I felt terrible. But my grandmother said, this is part of the process. You're never gonna succeed if you don't take risks. The only way to succeed is to learn from your failures. Failure no. 3. I wanted to get into shape, but I didn't know what I was doing. I went to the gym and I started lifting weights and I hurt myself. I pulled a muscle in my back and I couldn't work out for 3 months. But I learned a very important lesson. It's that if you want to achieve greatness, you have to be willing to put in the work. There's no such thing as an overnight success. Failure no. 4. I wanted to become a writer, but I didn't know how to write, so I started taking classes. I read books and I practiced. And after a year of failing and trying to get better, I finally sold my first story to a magazine. This taught me that if you want to be successful, you can't be afraid of failure. You have to be willing to put in the work, learn from your mistakes, and keep going. Failure no. 5. I wanted to make a difference in the world, but I didn't know where to start. So I joined a political campaign, and I worked for 18 hours a day for 2 years. I didn't have a social life. I didn't have time for anything else. And in the end, we lost the election. But I learned a very important lesson. It's that if you want to make a difference in the world, you have to be willing to sacrifice. You can't be afraid of hard work. These are the 5 biggest failures that led me to my breakthrough. And I want you to know that if I can do it, you can do it too. Don't be afraid to fail. Failure is just another excuse to try again and do better. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.